Joel W. Brister, let's continue now with the labor movement, kind of, your wages, and how do you know you're right when you complain about your wages? You'll run into all kind of people and they say, well, I just don't feel you're worth it or whatever. Well, let me tell you what the Bible says again. This is a story all of us grew up with or used to. I don't know anymore. The Ten Commandments, Cecil B. DeMille movie. About the Ten Commandments, the Jews in Egypt, they're being made slaves for several hundred years, and they cried out to their God. And the whole thing of God getting Moses was to be a deliverer for his people. He said, I have heard your cries and your bondage, how you're being mistreated, and I'm going to do something about it, okay? So there's your principle again. That's another story about you have to cry out. If you don't cry out about something, then guess what? It's going to stay the way it is. And all labor movements have been about crying out. I don't care, union, non-union. I've been in union stuff. I've been in non-union stuff, okay? So you have to cry out if you want God to help you. He already knows it's wrong, but you have to put some light on it. And what kind of ways do employers scam you? Well, there's a bunch of them, and I'm gonna hit a little bit right here about it, and I'm gonna come back more in depth on each one of them. One of them is the straight pay, making you a contractor, and they pay you straight pay, no overtime. You have to pay their Medicare, Social Security, like you're the self-employed person, and they don't pay any workman's comp either, and that's expensive. So that's what that's all about. It's always about the money. So when you go along with that, there's repercussions. And guess what? There's laws in the IRS. You can drop a dime on these people, and IRS, to qualify as a contractor, you have to set your own hours, you provide things, there's a whole criteria there, and guess what? If you're a welder in oil field or rig, you are not a contractor. What do you do about it, Gerald? You drop 50 cents on them. It used to be a dime, I guess, or a dollar now, I don't know what it costs. But you can call them up and go online, and you can report that contractor, and guess what? If they find out that you're not a contractor, that contractor has to pay whatever thousands of dollars back that you had to pay in taxes. Pretty good deal, right? And there's other things with IRS. You can drop a dime on these contractors, and if you make yourself known, if they go in there and find out when it gets, I think, $250,000, you get 30% of that when it's that much and more. Sometimes on the news you'll hear about people and they blow the whistle on some bad company and they wind up becoming rich. Well, you can do that with them. There's a lot more things you can do. The other thing is this whole per diem and rig pay thing, how they're scamming you on that. And I used to work for a inspection company, a very big one, and they're in-state, out of the United States. And this is how we used to get paid. Inspectors know this. We used to get paid by going to the IRS website, and they have for each zip code how much your per diem can be without you having to pay taxes on it like it's wages. And it's pretty high. It's pretty stunning. I'd be up in San Francisco and get $400 and something a day for my room because that's what it costs. It's pretty fair, right? And then the rig pay. The IRS, and probably a lot because of 798 lobbying, they finally decided, they set the price for what they think running one of these rigs. If you have good equipment, which you should have, truck, machine, tools, they've got it set now, I believe, at $22 an hour. No taxes. So if you go up to that $22, if you go over it, because some crooked contractors will pay you more that way because they don't have to pay taxes on it, and then they'll also sometimes pay you more on the per diem, so they don't have to pay you the wage and pay all the taxes. All kind of scams. I actually had a contractor who would pay me for my grinders, for this, for that, every little thing, and then pay you like $10 on the arm years ago. So we're going to be talking more about that. I'm Gerald W. Brister. You have a good night.